Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching Rosemary's Baby by Roman Polanski starring Mia Farrow. As you guys already might know, I'm fairly familiar with Polanski and his work, and I have reviewed two of his films on the channel, including Chinatown and The Pianist. Both were fantastic Oscar-winning films, and I am aware of the, let's just say, controversial nature of this filmmaker, but I try my best to keep the artist separated from his or her art, if that makes any sense. Putting that aside, I have heard of Rosemary's Baby and I know it as a horror classic. I don't know what to expect from this in terms of plot, but as I have read, it might have something to do with the devil or Satan or something to that effect. In terms of talent, I know Mia Farrow was a big star back in the day, and although I don't believe I've seen anything from her before, maybe I have, but not in a starring role or anything. I am familiar with her son Ronan Farrow's work as a journalist. Anyways, I'm really excited to see, or just to review a proper horror film on the channel after so long. I don't think we've seen one since last Halloween. But before we get into it, to help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full-length reviews and reactions to this movie and over 190 movies, 2 TV shows, early access, and weekly polls for what to watch next. You will need your own copy to watch along. The links in the description below. Please consider being a patron. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you liked this video. Dislike it if you didn't. With all that being said, let's get started. Rosemary's Baby, Polanski, Farrow. Let's go. The music is definitely very creepy, and it's based on a novel. I also like this long opening shot.
Have I seen you in anything?
He was in Luther and Nobody Loves an Albatross and a lot of television plays and commercials.
Do you have children?
We plan to.
Looks like an old but pretty expensive apartment, right?
A nice view of the park. Oh, very nice view. Now, this room, for instance, it would make...
I don't understand the handwriting.
There's a closet behind that secretary.
I think you're right.
We can see the door frame. I think that'll be important to the story.
Why would she cover up her vacuum cleaner and her towels?
We'll find out.
Awful things happen in every apartment house.
This house has a high incident of unpleasant happenings.
They've just been warned that the house had unpleasant incidents over almost 70 years, and they still choose to move in.
Hey, let's make love.
Getting straight to business. Did not expect nudity. Interesting.
I think I hear the Trench Sisters chewing.
My name is Terry Gianofrio. Nice to meet you. I'm Rosemary Woodhouse. What does your husband do? He's an actor. No kidding. What's his name? Guy Woodhouse.
He's not like a famous actor.
I have a good luck charm. It might work for both of us. It's got some stuff inside.
Oh man, okay. We're going to find out, right?
You know, they picked me up off the sidewalk, literally. You were sick? I was starving and on dope and doing a lot of other things.
Interesting. It's been about 15 minutes. Not much has happened, but we learned quite a bit about these characters. They just moved into a new house. They have neighbors. Probably an older couple who took in this other girl. What was that? Was that like some sort of satanic ritual?
Get back now, will you please? Get back, there's nothing to see.
Ooh.
Get back, will you please?
Was that the girl? I think it was the girl.
You folks the Castavets on the 7th floor?
So these are the infamous Castavets.
Jumped out of the window.
That's not possible. That's a mistake.
Who's the next of kin?
Oh, she's all alone. She didn't have anybody, only us.
Didn't she have a brother?
In the Navy.
I'm so Stanley, so sorry.
Yeah, such a...
I don't know. I'm a little uncomfortable with this entire situation.
Hello, how are you?
Fine. Now come in a minute.
Yes, of course, please do.
Oh, you pregnant?
No, not yet. I hope to be as soon as we're settled.
They're planning for a family.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it looks so much
And she
brighter.
seems overly dramatic too.
When you and Guy come over and have supper with us tonight, what do you say?
Oh, no, we couldn't. I think they're lonely.
We get friendly with an old couple like that, we'll never get rid of them. They're right across the wall.
It looks delicious.
Many? They're very popular in Australia.
Do you travel for business?
Well, business and pleasure both. I'm 79, and I've been going one place or another since I was 10.
There's something off about this couple.
Are you preparing for a show now?
About that steak, huh?
Oh my God! And the cake! How did you eat 2 pieces? It was
Out of
weird.
politeness, that's how I eat it.
They seem so relieved getting out.
I'm gonna go over there again tomorrow night and hear some more. You don't have to come along if you don't want to, you know? You can stay here.
I think she did feel uneasy.
The pictures, they took them down. The hooks in the wall and clean spaces, and the one picture that is there doesn't fit.
Guys, she wanted me, you too. Could we come in? This is for you from Roman and me.
For me?
Holy crap. It's the same good luck charm.
Oh my God, that's awful. That's just awful. Donald Baumgart, he's gone blind. He woke up yesterday and he can't see.
Oh, no.
Oh, I've got the part. Let's have a baby, all right? Let's have 3 babies, one at a time, all right?
So far, the plot has been moving fairly slowly.
Madame and Monsieur shall have the dessert after all. Mousse au chocolat.
Again, Polanski's focusing on the mousse.
Has an undertaste.
That's silly, honey. There is no undertaste.
There is.
I believe you, Rosemary. What is it? It was drugged, wasn't it? Why is Guy just fine? Oh,
Nice.
another dream?
Why are you taking them off?
What?
To make you more comfortable.
Dude, what are you doing? Okay, the lack of music and the sound of the wind, it's really making me uncomfortable. Now we have religious paintings on the wall. Is that the hand of God? It's the hand of God. Dude, what the actual F? Just to make it clear, I don't find this very scary, but it's very disturbing. She ate the mouse. So this is actually happening? That's a husband, dude. Looks like some sort of sex cult. Is the husband the devil? Dude.
No dream. This is really happening.
I am so confused.
Dreams I have.
Scratches.
And it was kind of fun in a necrophile sort of way.
What are you saying? It was kind of fun in a necrophile sort of way? Okay, this makes the husband instantly suspicious.
Hello?
Miss Woodhouse,
Dr. Hill?
congratulations.
Really?
She's pregnant. And look how happy she is. But we know that this is bad news.
Fine way for parents to be carrying on. Hey, you know what I'd love to do?
What?
Tell Minnie and Roman.
Tell Minnie and Roman, that's the first thing you think about after your wife tells you she's pregnant? And they're here.
That's what I call good news.
If Polanski's goal is to make us uncomfortable as the audience, he's definitely succeeding. I can so relate to Rosemary's character.
Dr. Hill prescribed vitamin pills.
No pills.
No, really? What is in it?
A raw egg, gelatin, herbs.
Tannis root. Guy, I have a pain.
Oh yeah. I love rare or medium rare steak. But that's ultra rare, if you ask me.
You're not on one of those Zen diets, are you?
No.
Then what is it?
A friend of ours is here. Would you like to meet him?
Well, if I won't be intruding.
No. Please come in.
What are you doing inviting him in, Rosemary?
Tannis root?
It's one of the herbs she puts in the drink.
Hey, what a surprise. It's Hutch. He wants to speak to you.
Oh, it's Hutch.
I told him you were resting, but he said he couldn't wait.
Hutch might be the only other reasonable, normal person in the movie.
Can you meet me tomorrow morning at 11 in front of the Time Life building?
Oh, did you find your glove?
No, they didn't have it. Good night, Rosemary. Sleep well.
Polanski's bringing up the glove again. Dude, Mia Farrow is doing an amazing job as Rosemary. She has to be the stand-up performance. Something must have happened to him.
Hello?
He was taken ill this morning.
Oh man, they must have done something to him. Does it have something to do with the glove?
Do they know what's causing it?
No, they don't know yet.
He was fine last night, and he's suddenly taken ill. And you know what I just realized? The girl who was there earlier, she was probably their primary target because she was given that Tannis root good luck charm. Dude, she's getting progressively worse. Oh, the music. She was having almost raw beef earlier, now it's other raw meat. Something ain't right.
What the hell are you doing?
We're having a party a week from Saturday. Minnie and Roman are not invited.
What about the pain?
Oh, haven't you heard? It'll go away in a day or two.
Oh, the way she said that. It was almost mocking the husband.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
Finally, some young people.
It's all right. It's good for her. Let her cry it out. It's all right, darling. Why don't you go to see another doctor?
No, he's very good.
It's a warning that something isn't right.
Exactly.
I'm going to Dr. Hill Monday morning.
You won't like that.
Is that what those bitches were giving you in there? Is that their hint for today? It's not fair to Saperstein.
Not fair to...
What is he saying?
At least
If
have
you
that much
won't
courtesy
pay,
to tell
then
man as
I'll-
you feel. What is it?
What, the pain?
What?
Pain, stop.
Oh,
Guy, it's moving. It's alive, it's all right.
I am so creeped out by her performance. It's excellent, by the way. Oh, and it's been a couple of more months. This movie kind of reminds me of another film I reviewed on the channel, Donner's The Omen, where we had another demon child, Damien.
Hutch is dead.
Oh. Last we heard he was in a coma, now he's dead.
Hutch regained consciousness at the end, and
Oh.
he thought it was the next morning. I wasn't there, but he told the doctor to make sure that you got the book that was on his desk.
All of them witches. Oh. I think Hutch figured it out. It's the bookmarked page again. With the name Stephen underlined. Roman Gastevet. Holy crap.
He's Adrian Marcato's son.
What?
Come here. I'm gonna show you something.
I don't like the look on Guy.
We're gonna sublet and move out.
We are not.
I can't take even the slightest chance where the baby's safety is concerned.
Any mother'd feel the same way.
Where's my book?
Oh, I put it in the garbage. I didn't want you upsetting yourself anymore.
So you took the decision for her? Whether the U.S. force the whole coven could be blind, deafened, and paralyzed, unable to kill the chosen victim?
Spells cannot be cast without one of the victim's belongings.
Oh, you mean the day we met for drinks? Huh?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Oh no, she just realized Guy lied to her.
Didn't you miss anything that day?
You don't mean my tie, do you?
Wait, what?
Yes. That wasn't a perfume. That was a good luck charm. I threw it away.
Maybe the doctor will follow your example.
Oh!
Will you excuse me a moment, please?
She feels so isolated.
Come to my office tomorrow after 5.
No! I beg
Somebody's
you.
listening in.
They planned everything right from the beginning. They probably made some sort of deal with Guy. Hutch came and immediately saw something was wrong. He knew about witches, you see. Took his glove, and they put a spell on him, too.
Exactly. They took the tie from the actor, the glove from Hutch.
I want you to lie down and get some rest.
Yes.
Dr. Hill seems way too calm. Oh man, another dream. Oh man, it's Saperstein and Guy. She's out of words. She doesn't even know what to do anymore. Holy crap. Being sandwiched between the guys. One of them could have sat in the front, but nope. Who is she going to call though? Apart from her girlfriends.
Don't forget,
They're in. How'd they get in? What is it? That closet?
Somebody help me!
Okay, this is very disturbing. Camera work is fantastic in making me feel claustrophobic and stuck.
Is it all right?
Yes.
Guy is obviously lying.
Where is it?
There were complications, Rosemary, but nothing that'll affect future births.
Oh!
I don't believe you. You're both lying. You're lying. It didn't die. You took it.
It will be hot and overcast upstate.
I hear a
New York
baby.
as well.
What do you do with the milk?
Why, throw it away.
I feel like we're approaching the climax of the movie. I don't know whether it's because of the score. And I think I was right about the closet being a secret entrance of sorts. That's how they got in. I have a feeling we're going to see Roman and Minnie again. And they're all here, aren't they?
What have you done to it? What have you done to its eyes?
He has his father's eyes.
The devil.
Satan is his father, not Guy.
Oh, confirmation.
His power is stronger than stronger. His might shall last longer than long.
This is crazy. At least from her perspective.
Why don't you help us out, Rosemary?
Wait, what?
Be a real mother to Adrian. You don't have to join if you don't want to. Just be a mother to your baby.
Hey, promise me you wouldn't be hurt. And you haven't been.
She was right. He made a deal with the devil.
Get away from here. Roman.
You're rocking him too fast.
Oh no.
Trying to get me to be his mother.
Aren't you his mother?
I cannot believe this. What a twist. This is messed up. I didn't expect this. I thought there'd be some final confrontation with some blood or violence or anything, but no. What do you say to this? Fantastic performance from Farrow. And the film starts and ends with a very... It might be the same shot, but the first shot was zooming into this building. Now we're zooming out. Like a bookend to the film. Although I wasn't scared in the traditional sense, this will mess with my mind in a way. Ugh. Okay, I took a little time to collect my thoughts. First off, that was a proper slow-burning horror film. I think the pace was intentionally slow, and so was the build-up, but the payoff was so worth it, especially the twist ending. I thought Roman Polanski did a fantastic job with the directing here. Although I wouldn't say that this was his best work, I think Chinatown still takes the cake. But holy crap, that was certainly an experience and definitely a classic. I could see some parallels with Richard Donner's The Omen here. I mean, both had demon babies, but this was a completely different movie. It felt more intimate and introspective in a sense. I'd considered the other strengths of the movie to be the eerie score, the sense of paranoia I felt throughout, the atmosphere, Rosemary's character, the performances, and the twist ending. Whereas the only weakness I found was probably the fact that nothing supernatural was shown. It's not a serious criticism, but we saw nothing supernatural the entire runtime. It was only alluded to. We don't even get to see the baby at the end. The whole film is called Rosemary's Baby. We get glimpses in her hallucinations. And I don't think they were hallucinations. Obviously, they were a warped sense of reality. Which isn't the worst thing, I guess, because it leaves a lot to the imagination of the viewing audience. We can fill in whatever gaps Roman Polanski left for us. Let's start with the writing and directing by Polanski. From the credits, I saw that it was based on a novel of the same name, and as I haven't read it, I don't know how well it was adapted for screen, but from what we just witnessed, Polanski did a fine job with both the adaptation and the directing work. The real star of the entire movie has to be Mia Farrow and her amazingly nuanced performance as Rosemary Woodhouse. The range of emotions she displayed, to the very delicate accent I can't place, to the real fear and paranoia she put on display was palpable. This was my first Mia Farrow film, and if you have any other excellent performances from her, please let me know. The supporting cast was also great, although I thought John Cassavetes' performance, he did a competent job. He was okay. The real standouts have to be the neighbor couple of Roman and Minnie. Those characters were so memorable. I'm not familiar with these two actors at all. I'm sure they're pretty famous. You guys will let me know in the comments. But holy crap, their performance was so good. They really creeped me out. They made me hate them. The way they were so fake pleasant, so overly enthusiastic, to a point that they were clearly suspicious. Damn. Can't praise them enough, and I do have to look up their other work too. The writing was also very layered, I'd say. A lot of things that were introduced at the beginning of the movie paid off later, which is excellent. The closet, for example, the missing glove of Hutch, the tie of that actor, the way Rosemary figured out that the smell of tannis root was the same as the smell she smelt at Dr. Saperstein's office, and how she put it all together along with the audience. These details in writing and setting stuff up that'll pay off later was done to perfection. I like that kind of writing. I also kind of felt claustrophobic in a sense, just like Rosemary's character in the movie. She literally had no one to turn to after her friend Hutch dies. It was almost like she was trapped in a prison, not only in her apartment physically, but also psychologically, in her mind, probably from the drinks Minnie kept making her and the medication too. I wonder whether that was kind of social commentary of women at the time. You know, there was a sexual liberation going on in the 50s or 60s, was it? So at the time, women, you know, they were controlled by men in a sense, or I don't know whether I'm reaching out here. Am I reading too much into it? Please let me know. I might be totally off here. Anyways, the twist ending at the end was so worth it. As soon as she picked up the knife in the final scene, I was expecting some sort of confrontation with the coven, with the witches, maybe some blood or gore, I don't know, some stabbing involved. But I couldn't be further off from the truth. My predictions were completely wrong. I cannot believe she gave into her motherly instincts in the final scene. I mean, it was clearly a demon baby. The eyes were off. That was alluded to. The hands probably had scales and stuff, but she couldn't overcome her biological programming, for lack of a better word. I guess I need to reflect a little more on the ending. I don't know what it means, but please leave your opinions on it in the comments. Moving on to the cinematography and camera work, as I mentioned before, the film felt very claustrophobic, and although the cinematography itself wasn't super spectacular, it was the camera work that caught my eye, that caught my attention. Polanski framed Farrow more and more intimately as the film went on, and it did wonders for the audience to feel trapped just like the character. Polanski also used very little light in the second half of the movie as Rosemary was slowly losing her mind, and that is a metaphor for the state of mind of our main character. Furthermore, I thought the editing was again slow. There were no outright jump scares or any sharp cuts. On the contrary, in fact, we saw a lot of fadeaway transitions and slow cuts, which is unlike your traditional horror film, but I think it worked brilliantly in the context of the script. The score was also eerie, to say the least. I still don't understand the significance of Beethoven's Für Elise in context of this plot, but I did notice it being used at least 3 times during the runtime. If you have an explanation for that, do let me know. I'd love to find out. The rest of the sounds we hear were very unsettling. There were some weird electronical sounds. I don't know whether it was electronic music that was used. But at the end of it, I don't think the score was particularly memorable, but it made me feel uncomfortable, which I believe was the intent of the director here. Overall, Rosemary's Baby was a slow burning but incredibly crafted, non-traditional horror movie. Polanski, as usual, continues to deliver amazingly directed films. Mia Farrow's intensively intimate performance as Rosemary Woodhouse was a revelation. I'm an instant fan of her. The supporting cast, their performances were also very memorable. The music was eerie, the writing was stellar, it was nuanced, the camera work was very intimate, for lack of a better word. And although this movie did remind me a little of The Omen, that insane twist ending made it a completely different experience. You guys already know that horror isn't my favorite genre in the world, but I know a well-made film when I see it, and this was an all-time classic, no doubts. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patreon page. Consider being a patron. Subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you like this video, dislike it if you didn't. I will see you in the next one. Bye.